So many people ask me about what is the journey for a MERN stack or Maven stack or a mean stack role. Okay, so it starts with HTML and CSS and JavaScript. So what is mean, MERN or Maven? M is for MongoDB, E for Express, A for Angular, and N for Node. Okay, here it is MongoDB, Express, React, and Node, and MongoDB, Express, Vue, and Node. Basically, only the front-end framework Angular or React or Vue is changing. The rest, all the backend and the middleware Express remaining the same. Okay, so right now if you see the most popular UI framework or library, if you ask me, is React right now, and then it comes Angular and React and Vue.js. Okay, and people still use jQuery and those stuff are still going on Angular UI, and a lot of different libraries that came in the last decade that are still Knockout.js was there, and all those things are still there. But this is the most popular, a full stack web development guide, web development. Okay, in the JavaScript stack of technology, it is there. Electron is there for desktop development using JavaScript. So JavaScript is a common language used for both front end, back end, and Express.js middleware, and in AI as well. A lot of Brain.js and lot of JavaScript, TensorFlow.js is there, Neuroptic.js, Synaptic.js, so many there which are in the AI field also, as well as in testing field also. Protractor, Jest, Engine, and then Cypress, and all these are all JavaScript based testing libraries or testing frameworks. All these are on Java. That means you learn JavaScript, you can work in front end, back end, testing, and AI, everything. Right now, coming to the journey here. Anything you choose, mean, MERN, Maven, anything you choose, first have to learn HTML, and then CSS, JavaScript, React, Angular, and there are a list of other technologies that you have to follow that I will go through. And then for preparation of the interview, you have to go through the interview preparation. There are different kind of questions coming based on the number of experience you have. So the fresher will have different set of kind of questions. A mid-level professional will have different kind of question, and experienced professional will have different kind of question, and for the technical architect role there is a different set of questions. Okay, and then there is Node.js and MongoDB and Vue.js if you use MVN, or I can write jQuery also if you want to learn a little bit on the legacy side as well. Okay, and other framework that you want to use, Knockout.js is there. There was Ember.js was there. So many JS library was there in last 10 years back. Those are also still continuing. Okay, but this is the latest one. Now let's expand each of them. So in HTML, what you should learn is, let me expand this. You see in HTML what is there, you have to learn the HTML tags, the text elements, hyperlinks, images, structuring the page, and semantic HTML and VS Code extensions. Basically VS Code, these are the different basic things in HTML. There are a lot of other kind of tags, like form is there, then there is a lot of different new tags are there, but these are all basic, and all those comes within these 6 or 7 features. That in tags, all tags, text elements, hyperlinks, images, structuring page, semantic HTML, VS Code extension. Then you have to learn about the developer tools also, how in Chrome you can use, how in the different browser, how the developer tools you can use. Then there is local storage, session storage, then there is maps related to these. There is canvas where you can draw images, and there is drag and drop. So all these different features are there along with HTML. So we can write something called others, other features in HTML. Let me write over here also. Let me write others. So in others there can be storage, that is local storage, session storage. There can be HTML5 canvas. There can be drag and drop. There are a lot of cool HTML features. HTML5 features are there. There is Google Maps also over there. That is separate library. So others can be on that. Okay. Now next is CSS. In CSS, what you have to learn? Let me decrease the size a little bit. So it is fundamentals. You have to learn all the fundamentals to CSS. How you are using combination of selectors and everything. How you use selector, text by selector, element selector, combination selectors, ampersand selector, pseudo classes, pseudo elements, and all those basic stuffs are there. That we have to learn. Then you have to learn Sass. In Sass you have to learn variables, mixing functions, extent that will help you to write the CSS code better, and with less number of lines of code you can write the entire CSS, right? Sass. So Sass or less or stylus is there. These are all basically preprocessor, which and using a compiler, Sass compiler, you can convert the Sass to CSS. So no need to write the code in CSS. You can write the code in Sass and it get compiled to CSS. Okay. you have to learn SAS, and then you have to learn media queries. Obviously, for mobile first design, first of you have to design for mobile. Then you have to go with then you have to go with the tablet based design. Then there is a desktop based. There is last, okay, using media queries, and then you have to know the layouts, how you build different pages. What is the layout structure you have to follow. Earlier it was float based, then came Flexbox, then CSS grid. Okay, right now for CSS grid for 2-dimensional layout, and Flexbox is 1-dimensional layout. After layouts, you have to understand the component libraries, Bootstrap, Angular, Metal, and Metal UI. So Bootstrap, along with Bootstrap, Bootstrap is primarily a JavaScript, CSS, HTML, CSS, JavaScript based framework, but there are a lot of Angular related or React related or jQuery related. But jQuery UI was there, then Angular UI was there. Then there are a lot of on Bootstrap only. They're keeping Bootstrap as the as a wrapper around Bootstrap. There are a lot of different component library. It's up to you what component library you want to use. Okay, a lot of component library. You can create your own component library. Okay. So related to Bootstrap, a lot of libraries are there. Related to Angular, Angular Metal is one of the library. There are a lot of libraries related to Angular that you can use. There are a lot of libraries related to React. Metal UI is one of the libraries that is there in React. So there are a lot of component libraries related to React that you can use. So there are a lot of component libraries that is related to Vue.js that you can use. Anything you can use. So all the component libraries come to picture. So CSS, you start with fundamentals, then SAS, then media queries, then layouts, and then component libraries. So this completes the entire CSS knowledge. Okay. Now coming to JavaScript, what you have to learn in JavaScript is fundamentals first, data types, arrays, strings, and then the string methods, array methods, and higher order functions, closures. Then caching is there, and a lot of different features are there. So basically fundamentals you have to learn. Then you have to learn DOM manipulation, then objects. Okay, oops, concepts are there, all class concepts, and object assign is there, spread operator, rest operator, those concepts are there, right? Then there is functions, what are higher order function, map function, filter functions, find, sum, every, and all these functions are there. Loops, while, do, while, loop, because a lot of pattern based questions are asked based on the loops, and how you iterate through the property of an object, how you can so all these concepts are there. Like ES6 is there, latest ES6. Then there is modules, how you import different modules, JavaScript modules to every file. Then there is async JavaScript, where there is a callback hell. Then there is promises. Then there is async await. So all those things are there on async JS. Then Ajax is obviously XHR request is there. Then there is fetch API, and those things are there. How do you make to call? This completes the JavaScript part. This is the most important part. And there is always objects, there is prototype also is there, protocol inheritance is also there. So a lot of things are there. In CSS there is CSS inheritance is there. Then there is there is in fundamental section you find that how conflict between selectors is there. Then there is colors, RGB, HSLA, RGB concepts. So all these colors concepts are there. Okay. Now from JavaScript you will move to React. You should always move to React, because then you are ready to get a job. So getting a job is more important than covering everything, right? So always learn after JavaScript. React you can learn. Okay. So fundamentals of React is there. Then there is hooks, use state, use effect, use selector. User selector is part of Redux, but there are a lot of hooks are there. Custom hooks, concept, context, API, props, all these are there in fundamentals. Okay. Then the hooks is there. Then Axios is there. Both fetch as well as Axios push CRUD operation that you can do. Then there is a React router is there, React query, Redux is important. Redux, in Redux, a lot of different React Redux library is there, Redux toolkit is there, a lot of different libraries has come to middleware is there. Okay. Then there is unit testing with Enzyme, yes, Enzyme or RTL unit testing, anything Enzyme till React system and React system owners is RTL that you can learn. Then styling with style component, this is important. Using class names you can style, using styled component also you can style. The styling part is important. Then end-to-end test cases using Cypress is there. Okay. So if you cover these all these things in a React, then you are completely strong in React. So with HTML, CSS, JavaScript and React, you are ready for the job. That means within around 2 months you are ready for a job. Okay, you can start apply for the job now. Next is dependent on you. If you already know React, you can go with Angular, or if you already know both React and Node, you can go with Angular. If you know only React but not Node, you should go with Node. Okay. So in Node, if you go Node.js, before Node.js you have to go with MongoDB, so that you learn the database knowledge first, and then you go with Node.js. Here the basics of CRUD operations, schemas and relations, exploring the cell and the server, MongoDB compass, create, read, update, delete operations, indexes, then working with geospatial data aggregation framework, working with numeric data, security, performance, deployment, fault, transaction from cell to driver. All these things are there in MongoDB. Okay, it's a non-relation based database. After non-relation, you should learn always a relational database like MySQL, anything. Depends on you what you want to learn, MySQL or Postgres or any one relational SQL server, anything. Okay. And then when you learn this database concept, then you go with Node.js. Okay. So in Node.js, the basic Node.js is there, and then there is Express, and there is where in Node.js you'll be learning about routing, about server, and all those things. Then there is Express, how you do maintain the middleware so that you can get the receive the payload, and then send the request to the backend to get the to the database to get the data and feed it to the UI later. Then there is some APIs you have to develop: task manager API, store API, JWT basics you have to learn, and then using JWT also you can get some API, file image upload, then how to send mails, then payment, how to do payment, and then authentication and authorization. Okay, this completes the entire MERN or MERN I'm saying. Then after you know both the MERN stack, then you can go with Angular. Okay, you can learn Angular or Vue after that. Okay, in Angular if you go, then in Angular there is fundamentals, then there is so where in fundamentals a lot of lifecycle hooks are there, component modules, and all those concepts are services, dependency injection, all those things are there, right? So in fundamentals, then there is debugging, how to debug your application in Angular, then components and data binding, directives, all directive ng4, ng, even a lot of directives are there, and your own custom directives that you can create. Then the services is there where you can do the common code you write. Then there is calls that you can make, service calls you can make. Okay, and dependency injection, how the dependency injection works, injection works. Then there is routing concept, lot of concepts of routing, route params, and all these things are there. And then there is observables where you use RxJS to use a lot of RxJS based operators, okay, to help you write code better and handle the calls easily to do side effects. Then there is forms, both template-driven forms and React and forms are there. Then there is pipes, a lot of custom pipes, and the inbuilt pipe, date pipe, a lot of filters are there, right? Then there is HTTP request, put, post, delete, and all this requests are there. Then there is authentication and route protection. This is one of the important part where you provide security. Okay. Then there is dynamic components, latest and newly introduced, and then there is Angular modules, what is the module concept. Then there is optimization, how to write better code, smaller application, because Angular is for scalability, right? So how to make it more optimized using Webpack. Knowledge of Webpack is needed here. Then there is deployment. Easily you can do how the deployment standalone component signals, and there is Angular animations are there. Service workers, unit testing with Jasmine, service worker for offline support, and unit testing with Jasmine, like how we did with Enzyme and Active in React. Similarly for Angular, it is unit testing with Jasmine. And there is NGRX, that is Redux in Angular is called NGRX. You can use NGRX for state management. Okay, this part is most important because a lot of interviews are coming on the NGRX or state management part. Then there is protector, end-to-end test cases. You can write protector. In React you use Cypress. Here we can use protector. Okay, that is all about Angular. Now you are and then you can move to Vue.js. I'm not included extension of Vue.js. I will include I'll extend it further, but you can learn Vue.js to complete the MERN stack. Okay, and along with this, let me go to the interview preparation part first. So in the interview preparation part, your different kind of questions that is coming in the interview can be in the written round, where you will be asked maybe button based question, DSA and algorithm kind of questions, where you will be writing the questions. MCQ will be given, single choice or multi choice MCQs. Then they will be filling the blanks, and some interviews they ask the logical reasoning and a little bit of math also. They ask based on the experienced freshers, they will be asking experience. In some interviews, and experienced people also, they test your logical analytical skills, so that they ask. Okay. Next is face-to-face technical discussion, mostly based on the knowledge that you have gained, experience that you have gained, and scenario-based questions they might ask, like here I'm not written that, but there will be scenario-based questions that they will say that, okay, this is the scenario, how will you solve this problem? So they will ask you to explain in the blackboard, right? Scenario-based questions, these are quite popular because that will make or break your interview, right? Always get prepared for scenario-based question, and you can you can answer the question only when you have worked on that. Okay, only when you have experience. So do a nice project, know everything about the project, what is the project for, and what is the application doing, and why the application was created. That is most important, right? So scenario based question is extremely important. Now then there is machine coding round. This is what I was saying. Machine coding round, you'll be given some certain questions, and they will ask you share your screen and then write the code in a online editor. Okay, if it is through laptop, if they are doing, or if they are going to your if it is a face-to-face in person in the office, then you will be given blackboard or whiteboard to write it, or on the pen and paper, using pen and paper you have to write. That is about the machine coding round. Platform-based evaluation is like Codility or HackerRank, HackerEarth kind of questions, where you'll be given a big project, 30 minutes time, and create that project, and then and you could add unit test cases also. If it passes all the scenarios, then you'll be awarded marks accordingly. The system will organize marks. Or Geek for Geeks, if you see, there are a lot of such questions are there, like Lead Code and Geek for Geeks. Now there is mini project evaluation. Mini project evaluation, there will be you will be given an app to be built, or certain 2 or 3 pages of a particular application to build, like a health based on domain based, okay, finance based application, or a health based application, insurance based application, or sports based application, or any service based application. Any application website, they will ask you to create these features. Some wireframes will be shared with you, and then you'll be given some 1 to 2 hours time to create this, right? This is generally happens when you go to the organization who are interviewing, and then you'll be given some 1 hour time to develop 2 or 3 pages. So that is quite popular. Okay, next is you have to minimize or optimize the your profile, both Naukri and LinkedIn, because nowadays maximum companies are hiring through LinkedIn, and other smaller AI based tools have come where you can optimize your resume nicely, and then you'll be evaluated accordingly through different sites right now, and mostly from LinkedIn is happening right now. That is important. So then you have to prepare your resume preparation. AI has changed everything, how to prepare a resume. So you have to prepare your resume. You can create your portfolio website where everything about you will be there. You can buy your domain, and then you can in GoDaddy or Hostinger or Namecheap, and then you can host your application, your website there, and you can share them. That is a cool technique to show your profile. Okay, that also you can do. Then salary negotiation is important, because salary negotiation, there is a trick how to handle and how to manage, and you have to do a good background check of the particular company that you are going to join, or you want to negotiate salary. Now someone is offering you 20 lakhs, that is the range with your experience, but you are asking 10 lakhs, then even they'll say you can't pay you that much. So before joining the company, you have to, before going to the salary round, HR negotiation round, you have to know everything about the salary. Take some input from people who have already joined, or from just do a Google search in Glassdoor or Quora, that you'll get all the information. Okay, that I'll be sharing with you. So this is how interview preparation happens. Okay, so HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, MongoDB, Node, any other database, then move to Angular, and then and side by side you have to do the interview preparation. It will take around 2-3 months of good preparation is needed for you to get a job at any experience level. Now with the additional libraries, what we have is, let me go down. So in the other section, what else you can learn is, obviously you can learn Webpack, CLI, NPM, micro frontends is most important right now, Angular 5, Netlify, Git and GitHub. These are all mandatory. And after learning this, what you can learn further is you can learn mobile app development, where you can learn both Ionic for the Angular framework, because you know both React and Angular world. So for the Angular world it is Ionic, and for the React world it is a React Native. Okay. Now if you want to learn something other than this, then you can obviously go with Flutter, that is quite popular in the mobile app days. Or if not interested in mobile app, you can go with game development, where you can create both 2D and 3D games using HTML5 canvas, Phaser, and there are a lot of 3JS for 3-dimensional games. Or you can go with the VR and AR technologies. That is, I teach everything, all of this, so I am just saying you. VR and AR technologies are there, where you can use 3JS to create a cool solar system kind of website, or a VR. Right now, if you see a lot of websites, like if you are building a modular kitchen, then those websites, if you enter, if you want to see a modular kitchen, they will give a 3-dimensional view of a kitchen or your house. So mostly the architect people, whatever technologies they were using to give a 3-dimensional view of your house or any any building, those technologies have come to the JavaScript world. So that is called 3JS, and you can use that leverage and you can do it. Okay, those kind of things. So these will I think entirely cover most of your knowledge that you want, so that you want to exist in the the JavaScript world. So that is about mean stack, mon stack, maven stack. This is the journey information that I follow, that I teach my students, and most of the people have got a lot of tremendous success, a lot of pay hike in their own company, and as well as when they move out of the company they get it. So hope you understood the journey information. If any queries are there, let me know, and I will hope to clarify it. Hope you like this video, and thank you for watching this journey information.